Mike Ulmer here with General Manager Cliff Fletcher. We're going to talk about the day's events today, a big trade involving the Maple Leafs. Cliff, tell us what you've done.
Well, we traded Bryan McCabe and a fourth-round draft pick in 2010 to the Florida Panthers for Mike Van Ryn. Not exactly new news, but unfortunately the trade couldn't have been consummated until today.
Tell me the rationale behind the deal.
Well, first of all, we felt that we wanted to make major changes to the Maple Leafs so that, in essence, we're starting to put together a young team that hopefully we can build, that will grow together and become a very, very competitive hockey team. And part of the changes is, along with Darcy Tucker and Kyle Wellwood, we felt that it would be in both our best interest and Brian's best interest to move on. And so he agreed in the end, about 4 weeks ago, to waive his no-movement clause if we would move him to the Florida Panthers, and we were able to work that out. So hopefully it'll be good for Brian as well as us. Brian is a consummate professional. He had a number of good years here with the Leafs, and hopefully he'll get his career well back on track down south.
Tell me what you're getting back in Mike Van Ryn.
Well, Mike Van Ryn, as opposed to Brian, is a right-hand shooting defenseman. Like Brian, he hasn't been as good the past 2 years as he was the 3 prior years. And last year he only played 20 games because of wrist injuries that required surgery. But he is a pretty good offensive defenseman if he's healthy and playing up to his game. So he's ready to go. I believe he's looking forward to the challenge, and he'll have an opportunity to show us what he can do when training camp starts in a couple of weeks.
He's a London native, and so he knows the ropes around here. The one thing you hear when you ask about Mike Van Ryn is that he's a quality guy, and this, of course, is something you're looking for. You want talent, but you also want character in a dressing room, do you not?
Well, I don't know him personally very well at all. I did meet him before he signed his first pro contract. He seems like a very genuine young man. I know he would like to get back playing the way he did a couple of years ago. I've had good opportunity to talk to Joe Newendike about him, who was down in Florida with him the past couple of years, and Joe recommends him very highly. So, he's glad to have a fresh opportunity, and hopefully it'll work out for him and us.
So the wheels continue to roll for the Maple Leafs. Much discussion, of course, about Matt's situation as well. He comes back here on Friday. Do you have any? I know you guys are going to talk later on this week or early next week. Do you have any sense of where all this is going?
No, I don't. I have no sense at all, Mike. Listening to Matt speak on the radio today, he admits he hasn't been on the ice yet this year, and he seems to be debating very heavily whether or not he's interested in coming back and even playing hockey this year. So until we sit down and talk to him personally, only then will we have a sense for what's going to happen down the road in the future.
Cliff Fletcher, General Manager of the Toronto Maple Leafs. With the latest news, the Leafs have sent a fourth-round draft choice, and Bryan McCabe for the rights to Mike Van Ryn.